is working in concert with security agencies, the police, the civil defense. All of these agencies have boots on the ground, have been trained, should have been trained with accurate data to know that in Abia State, you have a local government like with this XYZ that has pockets of violence. We know in 2017 or 2019 rather, this number of people got injured. In 2015, this number of people got injured in this other place. There is this cartel, there is a drug cartel, there is this happening. This is not rocket science. Those are the areas you deploy more personnel, and not just more personnel carry batons and guns. One person with a gun might not shoot on election day, but if you put one drone in the sky, that guy in the sky will be able to report more than 10,000 police officers can do. So I think, and I'm suggesting that INEC should have many drones up in the sky, giving us real-time reportage and telling us what's happening, because it's not just the work of the media and the journalists on that day. INEC should give us an insight what really is voter intimidation. When you say voters are intimidated, what do you mean? Do you mean when I come up from my house, you put an armored car and tell me I'm not going to vote? I don't think that's what voter intimidation is. Voter intimidation could mean someone going on radio and saying some nasty things to make people to stay back home. But that shouldn't make people not go out to vote, because really the governor is in his own ward voting. He's not even in the city, in the government house on that day. The president is in his hometown. He's not even in Asorok on that day. The senator is in his village. He's not even in the center of the system. Okay. And therefore, Abuja is diluted. Therefore, the thing about the concept or the narrative about voter intimidation, I think is false. I think it's a false alarm to make people not to go out and vote, because nobody is in their days of power. On that day, I would travel home to go vote. Everyone will leave his seat of comfort to go vote at home. And most times, the IG, everyone has gone in different places. And that means that security has gone around Nigeria, even into the Sambisa forest. So what exactly, Chishibara, is voter intimidation? When you guys on the media tell us there's voter intimidation, really, what do you mean, Chishi?
Okay, so as a way to wrap up this conversation, I'd like to find out from you if you think we are ready for e-voting. I mean,
we are ready. Nigerians are ready to vote, and I don't see the voter intimidation. Let me hammer it back again and again. Everybody, take a walk. Don't take a cab. Don't take your car. Walk on your 2 feet. Go there. Vote. There is no intimidation. It is your village you're in. It's your street. Who's coming there to come and intimidate you? Tell me. Just tell me. So all this talk about voter intimidation doesn't exist. Walk away, walk out of your gate, open it, lock it, vote, come back, and make your breakfast.
Well, people have said some school of thought believe that the use of electronic voting will speed up vote counting, cut the cost of paying staff to count votes manually, provide easy access to disabled persons to vote, and funding for elections will decrease. Well, the process to use electronic means to enable people cast ballot and transmit these election results from polling centers to the central office for electoral management body. What we have now, it's like a basic stage. Do you think that in the coming elections we're going to have an advanced stage where people can even vote from their mobile phones? And how do you think that's going to pan out, if it ever happens?
It just has to happen, bro. We are personally in our company, we are making research. We are collecting data from everywhere, even all around the world. We are collecting data how this is possible. Tell me, Tishibara, when you want to get a loan from the bank, what does the bank need from you? Your bank needs your credit score or credit records or credit rating, depending on the country where you are and what you call it. How do they get your credit rating? They get your credit rating through your BVN. If you're in America, they get your credit score through your tax identification number, your social security number, or your employer identification number. In Nigeria, you have your tax identification number and your BVN. Now we have the NIN. And with these two linked, you have the highest layer of authentication. You have your house address, you have your financial records linked. So if my bank would handle my transactions from my phone, my money is like I mean, tell me where your treasure is. I tell you where your heart is, right?
Yeah.
So your money is very important to you. If your money, which is almost like the most important asset that you want to protect, if you can do that on your phone, TC Bar, what else? How bad will it be to cast your vote on your phone? Is it so hard? It is not. You can even make a vote with the USSD code. You can vote with biometrics. TC Bar, you open your phone with your fingerprint.
Yeah.
Right? That's biometric. That's biometric.
So just imagine a situation where maybe with your voter's identification number, you log into a portal which is linked to your NIN and you cast your vote and it's collated from,
Yes, PC, I'm not saying that's happening now in 2023. I'm saying that we are setting the stage for what will happen in the future. And remember, I heard one of the candidates, no other candidate even had this discussion, but that was the candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter, who said, I repeat, that this would, if he gets elected, I'm just giving perspective, if he gets elected, that this will be the last time Nigerians living outside Nigeria will be casting their vote. And I mean, you're talking well over 8 million Nigerians in Africa alone. I mean, in America, you have close to 1 million Nigerians. All over the world, you have millions of Nigerians. My Ghanaian friends, my American friends who live in Nigeria, they vote from Nigeria. So diaspora voting happens for other countries. Why not for Nigeria? Technology can drive all of this. And the way that technology is moving is very fast. Trust me, in the next 4 years, where we will meet the electoral process will be we have an exponential growth. The gap will be so much for 2027 election. So let's start now to practice this. I think it's a step in the right direction. But we just taking baby steps. We'll get there.
Thank you very much, Collins Nabugu. There's the much we can take on the program. We appreciate you finding time to have a conversation with us this morning on The Standpoint.
Thank you.
All right, I've been speaking with Collins Nabugu. He is the Chief Technology Officer, Cyber Future Academy, and we've been speaking on the impact of technology on the elections. I'd like to wrap up by saying that the recent accent given to the Electoral Act Amendment Bill by President Muhammadu Buhari has paved the way for INEC to leverage digital technology for full automation of the electoral management system. Buhari acknowledged that the bill contained salient and praiseworthy provisions that could positively revolutionize elections in Nigeria through the introduction of new technological innovations. Now, NITDA's strategic roadmap and action plan provides the agency with a robust template to discover and encourage potential innovators and startups to work towards creating more solutions for the election management system. Now, this calls for collective synergy with stakeholders to give INEC all the support needed to help the election management organization conduct proper implementation of the e-voting system. On that note, I'd like to ask you to turn up, turn out, and take part in this electoral process that will forge our future for the next 4 years. This has been The Standpoint. Many thanks to Collins for being a part of the program, my producer, and of course the executive producer, John Nkamian. On the console has been Goodness, and goodness me, he's done a great job. I am the voice on the radio, Temple Barra. Standpoint will make a return tomorrow at 10. Until then, keep listening to the sound of your city. Bye for now.
Make you paint your house with Cyclops. The beauty go last year because Cyclops.
My guy, which kind paint have you used? We go make my house go well.
Now Cyclops paint.
Paint we go make my house shine.
Cyclops paint.
What about paint we go last for plenty years?
Now still Cyclops paint. Cyclops paint. Now we gon' get paint when done with both national and international award on top paint matters.
I beg, where them day?
Them 10 nationwide. Cyclops paint get one open get one.